Hey everybody, it's Dottie. I haven't heard from anybody else on the Dollyholics channel, but I thought I did get asked by people to do an update on my Lusion doll after I sueded her. So, since I finished my finals yesterday, now I've got all summer! So, I just need some time to relax, but I thought I'd show you guys the results and maybe show you how to change her eyes. So, I sueded her legs and arms because they were having trouble. I used hot glue sueding because she's so heavy, she has a lot of trouble holding any part up. And the sueding did actually help a fair amount. She still can't really hold her arm up, but I mean, like, she couldn't do that before. Like, she can hold it up like that. And now, sorry, she's a little hard to handle. I sueded both of these joints too, and now she can hold her arm that far, which is way better. Sorry about that, we're going to be taking that off anyway. But now she can hold her arm almost at 45 degrees, which is much, much better. And I also did her legs, so now she stands a whole lot better too. She can hold her own weight much better. So, I mean, you know, she can't hold her legs up. There's a lot of weight in there. But she can, ow, that kind of hurt. She can keep her legs straight while standing. Whew. Okay, I'm a little tired to be dealing with her right now. But I'm going to show you how to change her eyes. It should be the same for any other doll. It's just her eyes are a lot bigger. So, I think it'll be a lot easier to see that. So, she has a magnetic head cap. So, there's magnets in the back of her head. Not all dolls have this, so you'll have to check your company to see how the head cap is attached. Also, what's different about her is she doesn't have an S-hook inside. She has this piece of resin, which I actually really, really like. Normally there's an S-hook here, and the elastic is hooked around it, and it sits inside a little, hang on. It usually sits inside of there between two little prongs. But for this, all you have to do to take it off is twist it, and the head comes off. So there's this nice little piece of resin that makes sure that the neck doesn't get chipped from the S-hook, which is sometimes a problem. The S-hooks sometimes bend and get stuck in the neck. So this is really a good system, but I don't know how easy it would be to implement on a 60 centimeter doll. So here we've got her head, and you can see inside of her head, I usually use something called plasticine to hold the eyes in. Some people don't like it because they say it's too oily, it'll hurt the resin. But I've had my Dream of Doll C since the summer of 2005, and his eyes are kept in with plasticine, and I've never had a problem with either the eyes or the doll degrading. So it's cheap. You can buy it at any craft store. It's just this oil clay. It doesn't leach color into the resin. So that's what I use because I find it easier, but other people use sticky tack or silicone earplugs that you can get at the drugstore. Or I've actually hot glued eyes in before. They're a pain in the ass to get back out. But if you're having a lot of trouble and you don't plan to change the eyes very often, then hot glue works too. So, to take the eyes out, you just reach in there and peel them out. And then you've got your eye. One of the eyes is out now, you can see. So, you can just peel those out. I don't recommend poking them out from the front because you run the risk of scratching the face up. Okay, so we're going to be changing her eyes from these pink ones to these blue ones. These are 26 millimeter Hands Glasscraft eyes. If you're gonna, it's one of the few companies that offers 26 millimeter eyes, so if you're looking for eyes for your Lusion doll, definitely get on a group order. I paid about $50 for this blue pair of eyes. But that was with like the 40% discount you get in a group order. So they would be a lot more if you weren't part of the group order. Okay, so I'm going to reuse the plasticine from the other eyes that she had. So just take it in your hands, roll it up into a ball, and make a little pancake. You need the pancake to be big enough so that it's bigger than the eyes. So you can see, here's my pancake, here's my eye. This works a lot better because these eyes have stems, but it doesn't mean you can't do it with eyes that don't have stems. So you stick it on the eye like that so that you've got the eye on the pancake there. And you take the head, and it doesn't matter which eye you start with. It really doesn't. So what you do, trying to get on camera here, you take the whole pancake thing with the eye facing forward, and what you want to do is first you want to position the eye how you want it in the head. So get it in the right spot. I mean, with eye positioning, you don't want the pupil to be in the center of the eye. You can see she looks scary like that. You want the pupil to be up a little bit, but you can change the expression a lot by moving the eyes upwards. They look angrier. You can have them looking to the side. I usually just have it in the center. It does take some practice to get the eyes so that they're looking in the same direction, because that can be a major problem sometimes. Okay, so I put the eye in where I wanted, and what I did was from the back, I press around the pancake so that it's sticking to the inside of the head. So you can see it's all stuck on there now, all the way around. You can't just stick it on the top or the bottom. So now you want to check the front to make sure the eyes are where you want them to be. And since these have stems, you can position them a little bit just by pulling on the stem. So I want her to have a little bit of an angrier expression. So I move the eyes up a little bit more. So now we do the second eye. So we just do the same thing. Take the other plasticine, roll it into a ball, make a pancake, stick your eye in there. And also, before you put the eyes in, you might want to like shine them up, because sometimes the plasticine, like, it's a little oily. So if you press on the eye with your finger, it may not be as shiny as it could be, but all you have to do is just rub it against something and it's nice and shiny again. So now we're just going to do the same thing with the other eye. You just put it in the head and then look at it in the front to make sure. I suggest holding it like this. Some people, it helps them if they look in a mirror. So you hold it where you need it to be. Sorry, I'm having trouble finding the camera here. Hold it where you need to be so that they look even, so that it looks like she's looking in the same direction. That's not exactly perfect. Okay, so you get them where they need to be, and then go around the back and squish it all in. Now, sometimes the eye can be displaced when you're squishing this in. That's not a big problem. I mean, you can see the eyes aren't quite even here. Very close, but not quite. So you just poke at them from the inside, hold it like this, and look at your doll's face so that you can see where the eyes are. There you go. So that's how to replace doll eyes. Add that back on, and there she is. Nice blue eyes. Alright guys, well, I don't know if I'm going to hear back from the other Dollyholics or when, but I did get a Junior Pipos doll, one of their baby Cheshire cats, so if anybody wants to see that, maybe I can do a review for that. Just let me know if somebody wants to see that.